top stories. Flash flood warning in effect for St. Kitts and Nevis. Government approves duty and tax concessions in December, and government commits to continue subsidizing quarantine costs. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you. We're still here. We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Waves, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. Bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Time like Christmas, New Year's and Easter on my agenda, as precious and some night, but I love Christmas time.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Calda Berridge. A flash flood watch is in effect for low-lying and flood-prone areas of St. Kitts and Nevis until 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. A flash flood watch means that moderate to major flooding is possible but not imminent in the watch area. In a statement released by the St. Kitts Met Office, residents in low-lying and flood-prone areas are asked to make preparations for flooding to safeguard life and property. The statement also advised that these persons be prepared to move to higher ground if flooding rains develop or a flash flood warning is issued. An area of disturbed weather in combination with a southeasterly wind flow aided by a moist environment and critical upper level support favors the formation of moderate to heavy precipitation over the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands throughout the night. Already up to 4 inches of rain have fallen in some places in the last 12 hours and another 3 or more inches possible in the next 24 hours. Residents are advised that the watch could be upgraded to a warning at short notice. In the meantime, the Met Office is encouraging the public to stay tuned to local radio and television for watch updates and possible warnings. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis has again approved a number of duty concessions on food, gift packages, and passenger allowances for the month of December. The decision was made after consultations between the Ministry of Finance and the Customs and Excise Department. For the period December 1st to 31st, gift packages of foodstuff up to 400 pounds in weight will be allowed free of duty and taxes, and travelers and non-commercial importers will receive a duty-free allowance of EC $540 or US $200 off the cost, insurance, and freight value of goods. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris said, quote, "These measures will further stimulate economic activity in the Federation and at the same time ease the financial burden of consumers. The announced duty-free concessions for December are in addition to the approved discounted VAT rate day on December 18th. A statement out of government headquarters on Tuesday says the government will continue to subsidize the cost of persons being quarantined at the TDC-owned Ocean Terrace Inn, OTI, which is a government-designated facility. This as the Federation's borders are now fully opened and international flights have returned to the Federation. The cost is US $500 for the 14-day period, which is about US $35 per day. The statement said the government bears the cost of electricity, water, and security at the OTI facility, making it the most affordable option in St. Kitts. The release added that the government does not profit in any way from the cost paid to quarantine at OTI, as the full cost of US $500 goes directly to the TDC group of companies. OTI closed its operations in March of this year, but the owners, the TDC group of companies, consented to reopen the facility to be used as a government-designated quarantine site. Meanwhile, the cost to quarantine at all other facilities and hotels are negotiated by the hotelier and their guests. If visitors choose to quarantine at residences that have been pre-approved, those persons are expected to pay the cost for security and surveillance at those facilities. Those costs are paid to the privately owned security providers. Persons traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis will need to fill out the travel form at www.travelform.gov.kn and submit a negative RT-PCR test result for COVID-19 3 days before their arrival to St. Kitts and Nevis. And in other national news, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis will continue the virtual forum series Leadership Matters with Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris on Tuesday, November 10th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Minister Harris will be joined on the 27th installment of the series by Abdias Samuel, Chair of the National COVID-19 Task Force, Giselle Matthews, President of the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, and Terence DeCosta, a local farmer. The call-in numbers for Leadership Matters are 466-2666, 662-8674, 767-4765, and 1239-645-4500. Questions can also be sent via WhatsApp to 661-5683. After the break, JNF X-ray Department hosts open house for World Radiography Day, and cancer care services at JNF commended. Stay with us.
It's beyond compare. It's the biggest sale of the year at the Hosford's Building Center 3-day weekend sale of the year. This weekend, Thursday, November 12th, Friday, November 13th, and Saturday, November 14th. All roads lead to Hosford's Building Center. St. Kitts and Nevis for the 25% off worldwide 3-day weekend sale of the year. It's the 3-day weekend sale of the year at Hosford's Building Center, St. Kitts and Nevis. 25% off worldwide. It's beyond to compare. The Hosford's Building Center sale of the year. Thursday, November 12th, Friday, November 13th, and Saturday, November 14th. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Without limits, happy, free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab and let her be. Live, love, be. Let her be. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab and let her be. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime, and bitters. Live, love, be.
Use your National Bank Visa debit card 5 times or more weekly for a chance to win a $500 shopping spree. Compliments of National Bank. So think twice the next time you want to use cash. Choose your National Bank Visa debit card instead, because you might be the next lucky winner.
What's going on?
Tony Frederick!
You've just won National Bank's cashless SKN $500 weekly shopping sweepstakes.
Use your National Bank Visa debit card every transaction for a chance to be the next lucky winner.
I've just never won anything before in my life.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here. Always here. Always here.
Dr. Blake's General Dentistry and Orthodontics, located on South Independence Square Street in Basse-Terre, is the place to discover that perfect smile you have always dreamt of. With convenient hours to serve you, Dr. Blake's Dental assures the best preventative and restorative care to guarantee the health and beauty of your smile. Call 466-7622 for your appointments.
Welcome back. As the Joseph and France General Hospital joined institutions around the world in observance of World Radiography Day, the X-ray department hosted an open house on Monday to give the public the opportunity to learn about radiography and X-rays. ZIZ News stopped by the department on Monday and spoke with Chief Radiographer at JNF, Joel Patrick. He said with the 125th celebration of World Radiography Day, the open house seemed an ideal way to showcase the progress that has been made during that time.
This year, we decided to have an open house, even though in the past we would have celebrated the day. This year we chose to have an open house, which not only serves for celebration, but also to give information to the general public by giving them an insight as to the daily procedures at the department, also but to show them the journey of radiography over the past 125 years.
He said the open day also served to eliminate some of the myths, especially as it relates to exposure to radiation.
There's some people, once they hear radiation, they get frightened and they start thinking about cancer and so forth. So with the open day, we were able to explain to them how things are done and the do's and the don'ts, and how we go about protecting our patients by minimizing the risk of them getting cancer.
Radiography Day 2020 was guided by the theme, Elevating Patient Care Through Artificial Intelligence. Mr. Patrick said this year's theme is timely as it reflects the way in which radiography is advancing.
Theme basically, as it states, elevating patient care with artificial intelligence, and that seems to be the direction things are going in this new era. And so what seems to be happening is that a database is pretty much being built on radiographic procedures and images. So that in a sense it will probably speed up things in the future. Also it may eliminate certain steps in the future and possibly profession in the future.
World Radiography Day is celebrated on the 8th November each year. The date marks the anniversary of the discovery of X radiation by Wilhelm Röntgen in 1895. The health services in the Federation have been commended for the services being provided to cancer patients, especially with the restrictions brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking on behalf of Essence of Hope Breast Cancer Foundation, Public Relations Officer Dr. Marcus Natter said, quote, the steady increase in cancer diagnoses over the last decade or more has forced us to all pay more attention to not only cancers but also other non-communicable diseases. Therefore, we have seen a more concerted effort by government and civil society to highlight the importance of healthy lifestyles. He said access to cancer care services at the hospital's oncology unit has saved lives over the last few months.
We are blessed here in the Federation of St. Kitts to now have an oncology unit, because can you imagine the number of deaths we would have had this year from cancer, breast cancer, other types of cancer, if we didn't have our oncology unit offering chemotherapy at this time, because persons couldn't fly out. And if you can't afford to charter a plane, what do you do? What would you have done? So we want to commend, the fact that we have an oncology unit here on island, because COVID has exposed the necessity for that.
Dr. Natter said as cancers are so complex in their structures and stages, various treatment types are often needed to eliminate them. As such, additional cancer therapy options would be ideal for St. Kitts and Nevis. In particular, the addition of radiation therapy and immunotherapy can certainly help to bolster the work of our National Oncology Unit. He said Essence of Hope Breast Cancer Foundation is strongly advocating for palliative care and a hospice to provide comprehensive comfort care for persons with a terminal illness. The Royal St. Kitts Hotel has been named a gold sponsor for Sugar Mass 49. On Tuesday, the National Carnival Committee received EC $27,000 in sponsorship from the Royal St. Kitts Hotel. General Manager Darren Thompson indicated that despite the devastating impact of COVID-19 on the tourism sector over the past 9 months, the hotel still wanted to ensure that it made a contribution to National Carnival, traditionally the largest national event. In accepting the sponsorship, Chair of the National Carnival Committee, Shannon Hawley, offered her sincerest thanks to the management of the Royal St. Kitts Hotel for their commitment to the development of the cultural sector, especially during these trying economic times. She said, quote, as a corporate partner, despite the trying financial times, the Royal St. Kitts Hotel has come on board and demonstrated their confidence in St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee to produce a primarily virtual national carnival during COVID-19. The National Carnival Committee will be hosting a series of virtual events over the traditional National Carnival period under the theme Carnival Celebrations Redefined for Sugar Mass 49. And finally, on the local scene, children across St. Kitts and Nevis are being called on to use their creative talents in the fight against COVID-19. The National Carnival Committee is running a creative arts competition under the theme COVID-19 and Carnival. The competition is open to children between the ages of 6 and 17 to create a poster, poem or dance under the theme and email it to info@skncarnival.com. Chair of the National Carnival Committee, Shannon Hawley, said the goal is to get more young people involved in carnival activities while incorporating the impact of COVID-19.
I think it is very important to get the youth involved as it relates to the cultural aspect of National Carnival. We so often see National Carnival as just, you know, the fetes, but we don't look back at the folklore, we don't look back at the history of National Carnival. So what we want to do is we want to get young people involved in that aspect. How do they see National Carnival? What does National Carnival mean to them? And then even more so, what does National Carnival mean to them in the face of a pandemic?
Prizes range from $600 to $1,500 based on the age category. Coming up in regional news, Brazil suspends trials of China's COVID-19 vaccine. The details when we come back.
It's that time again! It's triple cashback season! Triple cashback season is the time when you get triple savings and triple the cashback for more free groceries at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Triple cashback coupon even for more free groceries! Yes! For the rest of 2020, Hosford's Furniture and Appliances is tripling your savings with triple cashback coupons for even more free groceries for all Flex Pay Higher purchase customers. Triple cashback is back! More savings and more free groceries. Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Triple cashback season. Triple the savings. Triple the cashback for free groceries. Don't miss it.
It's so fresh, this is what freedom feels like. It's the best all the world to take you high. Yeah, we're better together.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Are you wondering what to do this holiday season? Will it be the same? Will you be able to give your family all that they need? Well, with TDC Financial Services, all your holiday woes will disappear. You can get up to $35,000 unsecured for your holiday needs. Give us a call at 465-6516 or 469-0054 to find out how we can help to make your holidays happier for you and your family. TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. Brazil's health regulator has suspended a clinical trial for China's Sinovac coronavirus vaccine, citing a severe adverse event, surprising the trial organizers, who countered that there had been a death, but it was unrelated to the vaccine.
Brazil has suspended a clinical trial of China's coronavirus vaccine, citing a severe adverse incident. The country's health regulator, Anvisa, said on Monday the event took place on October the 29th, but did not give any more details, while Sao Paulo's Medical Research Center, Butantan, which is leading the trial, was surprised by the move. Its head said the decision was related to a death, but added that it was not connected to the vaccine. Sinovac did not immediately respond to requests for comment. President Jair Bolsonaro has previously criticized China's vaccine as lacking credibility. Comments which put him in direct opposition to the governor of Sao Paulo, João Doria, who has spearheaded the project. Doria, who is widely expected to run against Bolsonaro at the next presidential election in 2022, plans to import and produce the vaccine, which could be rolled out as early as January. He has already started building a facility which will have the capacity to produce 100 million vaccines a year, and an order for 120,000 doses of Sinovac is due to arrive in a little over a week. Trials of the vaccine are being carried out in Turkey and Indonesia. Neither country has reported problems, and thousands of people in China have already started receiving doses under an emergency use program. Brazil has been one of the countries worst affected by the coronavirus, recording more than 5.6 million cases and more than 160,000 deaths.
Coming up, COVID-19 vaccine is 90% effective, Pfizer and BioNTech says. International news is next.
Without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. Huge savings at the Hospice Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Come to Hospice Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tile. Yes. Nothing's ever keep at Hospice with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home, so paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hospice Building and Nevis Centers, year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now. Save big and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Wave, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. Bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Time like Christmas, New Year's and Easter on my agenda as precious and some night, but I love Christmas time. Without limits, happy, free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab and let her be. Live, love, be. Let her be. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab and let her be. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime and bitters. Live, love, be.
Introducing the new Digicel Prime Bundle. More data to listen more with D-Music. Watch more with Lego. Share more with Sportsmax. Chat more with Bip. Plus extra data. It's simply more bundled together. 23 gigs for 3 days for only $12. More data, more fun. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
Welcome back. The U.S. drug company Pfizer Inc. says its experimental COVID-19 vaccine, developed with the German firm BioNTech SE, is more than 90% effective in late-stage trials. The news comes as a major victory in the fight against a pandemic that has killed more than 1 million people, battered the world's economy, and upended daily life. Al Jazeera's Charlie Angela reports.
1.3 billion doses by the end of the year. That's the claim from drug makers Pfizer and BioNTech after announcing their COVID vaccine is more than 90% effective. Theirs is the first successful data from a large-scale clinical trial, and widespread vaccinations could roll out by the end of December, following an application for an emergency use approval from regulators within weeks. German company BioNTech admit they're still waiting on more results to further prove its safety.
It's true that this type of medication has no approval yet, which is why we are carrying out this compatibility study with more than 40,000 test persons to find out if there is any intolerance, even a rare one. What we can prove with this study is that the vaccine is compatible and that side effects are mild and moderate, and that there are no severe side effects.
News of the vaccine sent global stock markets soaring. Scientists welcome the news of the 90% effectiveness, much higher than been expected, but also raised questions.
We have to know who received the vaccine in this first trial and evaluate if this fantastic result could be extended also to other populations which are much more in need for being vaccinated. I mean, oldest people, people with comorbidities, who are at risk of severe infections and probably were not included in the first trial.
As the World Health Organization's decision-making body met in a largely virtual conference, questions were already being raised about how any vaccine would be distributed, especially to developing countries.
The world has come together as never before to ensure these life-saving tools are developed, produced and allocated fairly as global public goods, not private commodities that become one more reason some people are left behind.
1.2 million people have now died of the virus, and more than 50 million people have caught it, 10 million of them in the US. But the pandemic shows no signs of abating, with Hungary and Portugal the latest countries in Europe to reimpose strict measures. The Assembly did have one reason to celebrate. The victory of Joe Biden means the US will be re-establishing its relationship with the WHO after Trump formally began withdrawing in July. The funding the US brings is key, as the organization revealed. Although the world's expectations of the WHO have grown dramatically, their budget hasn't. Charlie Angela, Al Jazeera.
Up next is sports. St. Peter's won big in the SKNFA Premier League, and Keon and Village went head-to-head on Saturday for the SKNFA Premier League. Stay with us.
Without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Waves, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Christmas, New Year's and Easter on my agenda as precious and some night, but I love Christmas time.
Call me the crop. No, come in the everlasting. The coronavirus is bad. So there's one thing we can do. Wash your hands, wash your
avoid getting the coronavirus, remember to wash your hands thoroughly and frequently before and after preparing food, after using the toilet or changing a diaper for a baby, sick person or the elderly, after blowing your nose, and after leaving large gatherings or moving away from persons who appear ill. Encourage others to wash their hands and also use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer of 60 to 70% solution. Stay away from events having large gatherings of people. You can expose yourself to more possible infections in large groups. Also, avoid sharing cutlery, cups, glassware, etc. with others. Viruses can linger on these items and may be transferred this way. Avoid shaking and holding hands, and hugging or keeping an infected person in close proximity. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and the National Emergency Management Agency.
First up in sports, St. Peter's got a big win over rivals Newtown on Friday night in the SKNFA Premier League. Andrew Huey, media consultant to the SKNFA, has the details.
Kareem Simmons and John Isaac of St. Peter's FC each
scored a brace to help their side deliver a resounding 4-1 defeat to Newtown FC on Friday night in the SKNFA Premier League at the Warner Park. Here are the highlights of that match on the Premier League live broadcast on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio in association with the SKNFA. Commentators Al Edwards and Essington Watts.
Here comes Newtown. First ball shot, then to the goal! Punting! Number 15 for Newtown. 1-0. Taken very quickly indeed. A volley of the highest caliber of technique.
That was stunning. That was absolutely stunning. From such distance, he timed it. The keeper was out as he looked up. Very smart indeed. And he dinked the goalkeeper. That one went over the goalkeeper, up and down, giving Newtown the first goal. A very good goal indeed.
Back to Thomas. Oh, giving it away to Thomas. Tyrrell to Simmons. Simmons has 2 men. Simmons turns on them. Simmons shoots. Simmons scores! A brilliant goal! Superlative! Absolutely brilliant!
Yes, that was really a great goal. A fantastic finish there.
I think even the Newtown fans are applauding.
He had time, he looked up, he had the space, and he was able to pick his spot and place it in the roof of the net, getting the equalizer just before half time. I think that may just be the last attacking play of the half. He was able to stop that one.
Let's go up. Isaac shoots, and it's in the back of the net. A ricochet. They get it back. They get it to 1.
Oh, the ball. Well, there seemed to be some dispute. No, Newtown is appealing for offside.
It can't be offside.
As we said, the referee verdict is final. It's always final. Referee put his card into his pocket. So that player, it was a Tyrrell, the ball. That player goes into the referee's scorebook. This.
Victor, let's go up. Simmons again. Simmons. Number 3.
Well, I was just talking about cleaning up the game. I was just talking about taking an unanswerable lead. And that one moment, Simmons.
I said no. Leads in Isaac. Isaac in the goal. Isaac, his second goal for the night as well. It's now 4-1. The wheels have come off.
Yeah, I mean, it's plain to say that Newtown is completely out of it. Well, that was a beautiful goal.
The lone goal scorer for Newtown was Imran Pontine, scoring in the 35th minute. Kimron Brown of Newtown was sent off in the 75th minute for violent conduct. After the match, coach Anthony Nets Isaac, who incidentally is a former coach of Newtown FC, spoke about what it is like defeating his old side in such a resounding fashion.
To be honest, it's a good feeling and it's a bad feeling because that's my community. I used to coach the team, but this is football, so I have to go loyal to the St. Peter's football team. But as I say, it's so-so.
For Coach Tyrone Sadler of Newtown, the team did not stick to the game plan.
Yeah, well, I think we didn't stick to the game plan. You understand? When they come back and they tie the score, I think we went away from the game plan, and the game just went away from us. Especially again when we get the red card. You know? I mean, we mental just was lacking. You know what I mean? So we didn't strong. We didn't stick together. I think that's a really card to game.
In Friday's other match, Elko Limited Security Forces were crushed by Saul Allen Auto Supply's Connery FC 6-0. Errol O'Loughlin, Orlando Mitchum, Dakari Phipps, and Baron Phillip were the goal scorers for Connery. Dakari scoring a hat-trick in the 75th, 84th, and the 2nd minute of stoppage time.
Keon and Village clashed on Saturday in Premier League action just days before the SKNFA Super 6 playoffs begin. Andre Huey has the details.
The top-of-the-table clash between Flow 4GKN Rockets and Rams Village Superstars ended in a 2-2 stalemate on Saturday night in the SKNFA Premier League. Scoring for Village, Joseph Wilkes in the 10th minute, Dequan Johnson in the 75th minute, and for Keon, Shaquille Pringle in the 15th minute, and Vince Roy Nelson in the 85th minute. That match was featured live on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio. Commentators Al Edwards and Essington Watts.
Counter-attack Village. Hanley has 3 men around him, trying to get around the corner and shoots a goal. Soka in the back of the net. Goal to Village. It was a ball lost in midfield and a quick counter by Village. Tahir picked up the ball, pushed past Joey Jeffers, must live off the ball, sent it across the goal, and a Freeman streaking on the right side. Joseph Soka Wills knocked it to the back of the net. Vincenzo can cross, Vincenzo cross to Pringle, Pringle comes on the inside, Pringle shoots, and it's in the back of the net, goal to Pringle! Pringle the shingle, goal, 1-1.
Oh, that was a great goal again. Again providing some weight, Nelson on the right and on the left, and play the ball inside. And it really was a great finish, another great build-up again and a great finish.
So it's now level pegging. Both teams going at each other in similar fashion.
And that's exactly what you're looking for from a neutral point of view. You want to see goals, and that you want to see excitement, you want to see more activity.
A giveaway by this defense. Johnson gets it, Johnson a dangerous man. Johnson spinning the box, Johnson shoots, Johnson's in it, goal! Again can't make this type of mistakes, and again Village punish them. It was a bad pass with precision, right on the feet of Johnson. Didn't have much to do. Spread into the box, good angle, he can use both feet, and he made Keon pay. It's 2-1.
The same script, Al, same script. Same script, same cast.
Here they come again. This time is Nelson getting at his good foot. Nelson shoots, deflection, in the goal. Goal! Keon equalized. Nelson. Very attack-minded team. These two teams. You're right when you said you must see more goals. And here it is. Level plug-in again. Nelson picked it up in the box. A good ball over this time. He had space. He came on the inside. Chipped it. Trying to chip the goalkeeper. And was helped over by the defender with a wicked deflection.
After the match, we spoke to assistant coach of Keon, Jazza Buchanan.
We look at Village, Village is a big bench, and so we kind of get in the bench, but a little bit kind of knock on some players just come up from injury. We just hope that we could get a lot of things going back in by time the 6. So tonight we just rest a lot of players, try a new formation tonight against Village.
Coach Stephen Clark of Rams Village Superstars was pleased with his team's performance despite giving up the 2-1 lead.
We're just thinking about getting players and fit for the final 6. The playoff, we have a couple injuries and a couple players coming back, so we need to get them up to speed also. And at the same time, rotating the squad. If you see much youngsters coming and playing and are having good games, so that's something that we try to encourage and we try to do. But at the same time, we're ready for the playoff that is.
Also on Saturday, Trafalgar South Stars got a well-needed victory over Mantab in the relegation fight, winning 3-1. The lone goal for Mantab came from Jalen Burt in the 24th minute. The goal scorers for South Stars, Dylan Morton scoring 2 goals in the 49th and 67th minute, and Zakimba Weeks scoring an own goal in favour of South Stars in the 85th minute.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Everybody beware, and you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere.
International news sources such as CNN, BBC, or the Weather Channel are great sources of global weather news. However, you should not rely on these sources for making life and death decisions. NEMA will collaborate with the Met Office to bring you the local forecast, which will have the type of information you will need to make critical decisions. Listen to the local forecast. A message from NEMA.
You better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. Flash flood warning in effect for St. Kitts and Nevis. Government approves duty and tax concessions in December. And government commits to continue subsidizing quarantine costs. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Callie Berridge. Goodbye.
Extend the conversation to social media. Share your ideas with Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris and get his thoughts on current matters that pertain to the development of St. Kitts and Nevis. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Follow him on Facebook and Twitter. Get the latest news there. Engage with him on matters of importance to you. Extend the conversation. Ready, set, go.
Come to Sun Pharmacy for all your medical and prescription needs. Vitamins, prescriptions, beauty products, sunblocks, healthcare items, and more. Sun Pharmacy has 2 convenient locations: Keon Street next to the Chinese supermarket and Port Zante in the food court. Sun Pharmacy, we care about your health. Call Sun Pharmacy at 466-1074